Hi, everyone. How are you tonight? Welcome back to the Red Brow Project YouTube channel for our Women Crush Wednesday, episode number 27. Oh, Renee, how are you doing tonight?
I'm great. How are you?
I am wonderful, and I am so excited because we have a fabulous guest tonight. Tribel Nickerson is with us, and she is going to share, I just think, some amazing knowledge with us tonight. So, Tribel, I want to turn it over to you and allow you to introduce yourself, and we'll take it from there.
Okay, thank you, beautiful ladies. You ladies are definitely amazing. Thank you for having me on. I really appreciate you both. I am the one and only Tribel Nickerson, born and raised in Virginia, single mom, entrepreneur, just getting things done.
I love it. But we're so excited, like Shauna said, to have you tonight. So welcome. And, you make it sound so simple. You're like, I'm a single mom. I'm handling it. I'm an entrepreneur. I juggle a couple businesses and life goes on. But one of the incredible things that attracted us to you was your amazing outlook on life and just kind of some of the things that has gotten you here today. And let me say, first of all, you have a birthday coming up, right?
I do Monday. Thank you. How'd you know? Yes, Monday. Can I tell my real age?
Whatever number you want.
I am 21 again. No, I will actually be 53 on Monday.
Woman, you look amazing.
Thank you.
I can't. Are you sure? Don't make us put up your ID.
I am 53 on Monday. Yes, ladies, I am. Yes, and I'm proud of it.
Yeah, I love my birthday. I'm like, you know what? God gave me another year. I'm going to celebrate.
Exactly. That's what it's all about. Living life, having fun, and waking up in the morning with a pulse. If you don't have a pulse, it's a bad day.
Absolutely.
And speaking about birthdays, today I'm going to do a quick shout out to our little Miss Up and Coming co-host. Shauna's daughter is celebrating a birthday today as well. So
the double digits. She is 10.
Birthday, Kendall.
Oh, congratulations!
Yeah. So she is her own YouTube sensation right now, but we don't need to market her. She's doing her own business.
Oh, that's awesome.
This isn't about her. This is about you, Belle. And I'm just, in reading your story, I think you have so much to share. We could probably do a whole chapter series on you. But, I'm really curious from just a little bit about your background, being a single mom, kind of becoming an entrepreneur through that. Can you share a little bit more about that with us?
So when I was maybe about 10, the same age as your daughter, I knew that I didn't want to work for anybody because I didn't like taking orders. I didn't like being told what to do. So I went to school, I got an education, and I just became an entrepreneur. I actually started selling like some homemade shoes I made a long time ago. And I just always felt like my personality, the way I was raised, I was always an overachiever. I couldn't bring B's home on my report card. Imagine that. So my mother always raised us to be, not average, but above average. And that's kind of like how I was raised and how I raised my children as well. I have two amazing children. They both have master's degrees. They're doing well. I'm not a grandmother, praise God, hallelujah. I'm not a grandmother. But
that's kind of 21.
I know, right? But you know what? I think I knew that. It's so funny because I was selling cars one day in Virginia Beach, where I'm originally from, in the Virginia area, and everyone would always ask me, "How big is the trunk?" So you know what I would do? I would get in the trunk and jump out. And it was amazing. And I just sold cars, and I just knew from then I love being an entrepreneur. I love people.
I love that creative thinking. So they ask a question, and you're like, hold on. I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to show you.
Exactly. Now keep in mind, that's when I had my 12th grade body, my body back in the 12th grade.
You are still gorgeous, girl. Still gorgeous.
Thank you.
Our bodies definitely did bend probably easier into trunks at that time, though.
Exactly. Amazing. Amazing. So yeah, I'm an entrepreneur, always have been, always will be, always.
So one of the, you recently, were you hosting a big woman empowerment event, or tell us a little bit about what you do with your woman empowerment group, and kind of how long you had it and why you decided to do that?
You know what? That is a very great question. I started my women's empowerment organization called LEAD, L-E-A-D. Y'all know I know sign language. LEAD, L-E-A-D. And it's Ladies Empowerment.
For 2019. You might have to tutor me.
I got you. But it's called Ladies Empowered and Driven, L-E-A-D. And I started the organization because I have some girlfriends, and some are happily married. Some, of course, are not happily married, you know, as most women are. And I just wanted to start an organization where women of all races, it didn't matter what color you were, I just wanted women to put together and stop cheating with these married men. And it really bothered me, and it really hurt me that I was surrounding myself with those kind of women. And I said, you know what? We have to do better as women. We have to do better. We have to say no to the married man because he's married. And spiritually, by law, we know that that is a sin, okay? And so I started our organization in one of my very best friends' living room. Her name is Tammy Norris. She's my best friend since we were 18 years old. And I just wanted to empower women. But let me say this really quick. My very first workshop, seminar, whatever you want to name it, but my very first workshop was for women, and it was called, you ready? Get ready. Y'all ready for this?
I'm ready.
It was called, What's Your Makeup Behind Your Makeup?
Ooh,
I like it.
that's good.
So it was for women who were hiding behind, you know, your lashes, your wigs, your makeup, your lip gloss. Like, who are you made of under all of that stuff? And it was a huge success. And I actually traveled and I did What's Your Makeup Behind Your Makeup around the globe. So I just recently, Renee, you just asked me about an event I just did. It's called the Women of Honor Awards. And my business partner, Tina Bridges, she and I, we honored some ladies that we did not know at all. Some we knew, most we didn't know at all. And so it's called the Women of Honor. And what we did was we honored them for their body of work that they're doing in the community. So we gave them crowns. They were in their gowns. We gave them a trip to Hawaii. My girlfriend has a magazine business, and so they're getting a spread in the magazine. They got wine and dine. It was amazing. They got pampered, and some of these ladies flew in from New York, Washington, D.C., Mississippi. It was so amazing. I was proud of myself.
You should
I was
be.
really proud of myself. Thank you.
Absolutely.
That sounds amazing.
Oh
I
my
want a trip to Hawaii on a crown.
Yes, it was amazing. We had so much fun. No one got up. We had all men. Shout out to Ernest Moore, his organization. So we had all of his male models serving the ladies in the room. No one got up. They had on white gloves. It was amazing. It was amazing.
That sounds like just an amazing treat. And what a great way to honor women who you don't know but have heard are doing incredible things in the community. I mean, that's awesome.
Yes.
Yes. That's why we invited you over here. Let's
I appreciate it.
Tribel, when you have these ideas, how do you make them come to fruition? How do you push through that fear and say, I believe in this, I'm going to do it? How do you not keep yourself held back?
You know what? I believe in myself first. And if you don't believe in you first, no one would believe you. So my posture is strong, because you got to have that positive posture. You have to be confident, and you have to know in your mind and make up in your mind that you know this will be a success, because it's all about your mindset and how you're wired and how you're thinking. So if you're thinking negative, guess what? It's not going to happen. But if you claim it and you own it and you write it down, it will come to life. It will come to life. I believe in me before anybody else. And when you are a confident woman and you have that posture and you walk into a room, everybody wants to be on your team. It's just how it is. It's the Bell team. It's what it is.
I love that.
I love it. I can feel your energy through our video right now. I mean, it's just
Thank you.
Energetic. It's magnetic. It's just like, it's something that you want to be a part of. It's like, give me some more of that. I want to be right next to Belle. So I get it.
It was amazing. I can't tell you how many people have said this needs to be on the news. We actually had one of the honorees. Her husband worked for CBS News here in Atlanta, and they actually came in and they filmed. We had so many photographers, so many celebrities. I just couldn't believe that. You know, if you have a thought or a vision, stick with it. Stick with it, and don't listen to the naysayers, because the naysayers will get in your head and you will give up and you will quit on yourself. And we know that quitting is just not for me. This is not for me. I have to win. I must win. And I tell myself that constantly. You have to win. And that's how I live my life. I blame it on my mother. My mother was like that. She was an A student. She was aggressive. She was positive. She was happy. So that's where I got it from.
I love it.
Go ahead, Shauna.
No, I was just going to say, it's so inspiring. Like, everything you're saying, write it down, follow through, believe in you. I think that so many of us do get stuck in that negative, and we can talk ourselves out of it. Our mind looks for the answers to support the negative, and then we stay there. So
yes.
Pushing through it it's inspiring.
Thank you.
I completely agree. So Belle, for our audience, so as much as you have done and created, I mean, from making shoes when you were nearly 2 digits old to, getting into the trunk of a car, an inspiring woman, and going out on a limb and it really putting yourself out there, so to speak, and taking that chance. How do you deal with the naysayers and the failure? Because, that's how you grow, is through failure. So, what's your approach?
Great question. How do I deal with the naysayers? Honestly, I don't. Yeah. My mentor said to me, and I live by this, and he said, get away from people who has your problems and get around people who has your solution. And that just stuck with me. That stuck with me. And I'm sorry?
I said that is a good one.
Yes, you have to be around people that has your answers and get away from the people that has your problems. And when you think about that, the naysayers, listen, my entire circle, which is very small, positive energy, positive words, no matter what's going on in your life, no matter what you're dealing with, I promise you, you will have a breakthrough, you will survive, and that's when you know that you're stronger, and it builds you up. It builds you up. So the naysayers, I just run. I run. And I pray for them. But I have to keep moving.
Sure.
Now,
I heard something similar, that you shouldn't always be the best in your group, because you should have people around you that inspire you to be better. And once you reach that top, it's time to move on.
Exactly. That's correct. That is correct. I know that one time, now listen, I wasn't always this great of a woman either. This took work. I've had my hurdles.
You didn't just roll out and you just weren't all that?
No, man. You know what? It took work. It took scripture. It took reading the right books. I listened to a lot of John C. Maxwell. I know you ladies must know who he is. I went to a bunch of conferences. with Zig Ziglar and Tony Robbins and Sherry Levitin and Les Brown. You know, you have to put yourself in a position to be around people that you look up to, not who looks up to you.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's the difference. You know, because if you hang around 4 broke people, guess what? You'll be the 5th.
Yeah.
You know how it is, ladies. You know how it is.
No, you're making some awesome points. I love them. I love them. So
Thank you.
Curious because where do you yourself, do you have your own YouTube show, or do you do Facebook Lives, or like how can people get more of what you are sharing right now with us?
You know what? Oh my God, Renee, that is such a great question, because
Yeah, girl,
I was just
agree with you.
I know, every question I'm like, man, I need a good one.
I love this. Well, let me tell you. Look, you know what? I was just thinking today, first of all, I've always wanted my own talk show, always, because I love people. I love people, and I have a happy, bubbly personality. You know, I have that energy. It draws you in. It draws you in. But you know what? I want to start my own YouTube channel. I said that this morning, Renee. I want to do that. But typically, I go Facebook Live. You know what else? I do a whole lot of networking mixers. If you just whatever state that you're in, you can just go to Google and you can type in networking mixers near me, and they will all show up. Some are free, some you have to pay for, but typically they're free, and I go belly to belly. You know what that means, right? Belly to belly, face to face. You can't be afraid. And listen, let me say this to you. Everything you ever wanted is on the other side of fear. And that's how I live my life.
I love you.
But yeah, you know, it was a struggle for me in the beginning. I wasn't always this great. It took years. And, you know, looking in the mirror and reevaluating yourself and thinking about all the things that I've been through and all the situations I put myself in and got out of, it was a breakthrough for myself. But you know what? The first thing I had to learn to do was be accountable and be coachable. And that's where the greatness came in.
I love it.
Thank you.
We ask all of our guests, we think the red bra symbolizes a moment of strength. You know, you wear it under your clothes, but it's there to support you and help you kind of have that hidden strength.
Yeah.
What do you think is your red bra moment when you look back at everything?
Oh,
Shauna got number 4.
I got a good question.
My red bra moment, meaning a part of my success, like what did it for me?
Yeah, what's one of those moments where you're like, that's where I kind of, I did it, I didn't need anything else, I owned my confidence, and this was the moment for me that it all clicked.
And Belle, like red bra moments, I can say that 5 times fast really quick. They're wide, they're very diverse. So they're what some people may think, if I share this with you, it may feel small, but it's big to me. Or there's some other really pivotal moment. So it's your moment, and that's, you know, it can be big or small or whatever.
You know what? I think the most pivotal, great question. You ladies are awesome. Good stuff.
Thank you.
I think for me, honestly, I'm 53, right? And I think for me, my personal, this is just me. When I met my real father for the first time in my late 40s, and I'll be very, very transparent with you ladies. You know how if a daughter doesn't have her dad in her life, because a daughter's first love comes from her dad. And I never had that. And I was going through life angry and upset and mean and bitter and sad and alone, and I felt betrayed, and all these things I was thinking about. And something hit me one day, and I said, I really need to meet my real father. I really need to find him first. I had to find him first. And it was like, I called a friend of mine who had his number. I called my dad, and he answered the phone, and I called his name. I called his government name, his real name. And I said, this is Tribel, your daughter. And we met in my late 40s. I'm 53. I've never seen him again.
Oh,
but,
wow.
but you know what? I did it for me because I was in church one Sunday, right, ladies? And the pastor said, go back and forgive the people that hurt you. And go back and apologize to the people you hurt. You know how hard that was for me? The old Belle, the old Tribel, the old Tribel.
Yeah.
That was like so powerful. And I said, you know what? I'm getting older. My children never met their grandfather. Okay. They're in their 30s. I look good.
Oh, yeah.
But you know, for me, I needed to do that. I needed to forgive him. And you know what's so crazy? The same story my mother told me is the same story my dad told me. And my mother didn't even know I met my father till weeks later. I didn't tell anybody. I didn't share with any. I was so nervous. I was afraid. I was confused. I was hurt. I was really hurt. I never saw him again, but I did my part. I forgave him. And forgiveness is for me.
Right.
And then in that moment, that red bra had diamonds in it at the time.
She had a blinged out.
What a blinged out red bra moment. So for me, that was very powerful and hard to do. And I tell women, you know, a lot of women are broken. It's so many successful women in Atlanta where I live, and they're broken. They are broken because dad wasn't around. They don't know how to be a wife. They don't know how to be a girlfriend. They don't cook. They don't clean. They drive nice cars, and they're miserable. They're miserable. So I'm just trying to help these women grow. That's what I'm trying to do, ladies. You ladies are awesome.
You're awesome.
You are amazing, and I know just with your snippets of your stories, you are going to give strength to our audience, to our women who share it, to your woman who share it with somebody else who needs to hear this. And thank you so much for going to that extremely vulnerable place and sharing that, because I mean that's like you said, all the feels. So
thank you. It was tough. It was tough, but I just found myself looking for that in all the wrong places, and I didn't know why. And I had to really stop, and I said, you know what? I have been attracting the same type of man over and over and over. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's me. And I had to evaluate me. I've been abused verbally, physically. But you know what? I read scripture. And I got around some positive people that really wanted to help me, to seriously want to help me. And when you have people that are genuine, that really want to help, you need to pay attention. And that's what I did. I was coachable. But 20 years ago, I wasn't. I know I wasn't. You couldn't tell me anything. I didn't want to listen to anybody. But when you grow and you have that knowledge and that wisdom, and you have some people, like my kids are attached to my last name, they're dependent on me. They're dependent on me. I have 2 children. They're amazing. But we carry the same last name. And I'm going to leave my kids a will and not a bill. I'm going to leave a legacy. And that's who I am.
I love it.
Thank you.
2 lucky kiddos there.
Thank you.
Not kiddos anymore, I guess.
I know, right?
They'll always be your babies, though.
Yeah, they're old, 30 and 27.
Again, I don't know how you do it at 21, have children older than you, but
I know, it's like magic. It's another red bra first.
Right?
It's the water. It's the water, darling.
I'm moving to Georgia.
Come on.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh.
that's kind of who I am in a nutshell. You know, I just want to help women. My birthday's Monday. I'm going to the Women's Battered Shelter and feed women. I did it last year on my birthday. You know, because your birthday is every day. You know, it's really every day. Every day you wake up, it's a great day. No matter what's going on in your life, you woke up this morning. And at the end of the day, you have to make the best of it. You have to make the best of it. You can have a pity party or you can go out and shine, one or the other. It's up to you.
Wow. Oh, I feel like tomorrow I'm just going to wake up and be like, all right, what would Tribel do?
Just say it's your birthday. Every day's your birthday. Just
Every day is my birthday.
Every day's your birthday. Like you have to, you know what, no matter what's going on, there were times, right, ladies, if I can be transparent, there were times when I didn't have $20 in my pocket. There were times when I didn't have gas. There were times I didn't have food. We all suffer. We all go through it. But at the end of the day, you have to wear that smile and you have to keep it pushing. And you have to keep pushing and pushing it to you. You know what? Can I share something with you? Can I share something, if you don't mind?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we want you to.
Yeah.
Listen. So, true story. I was in a very verbal, abusive relationship in the 90s. And I lived in Virginia, where I'm from. And this is so crazy I'm sharing this because I want to help somebody, and I don't mind. I hope you ladies don't mind at all.
Oh, my gosh. That's what this is for. Like, yes. The floor is yours.
So I dated this guy who was very, very evil and mean. He didn't hit me, but his mouth was horrible. Okay. So I made up my mind that I was going to leave him. And when he went to work, I moved to Maryland. I called the U-Haul and I left with $400 to my name. $400. And I called U-Haul and I left. I didn't have nothing but $400 in a very raggedy car. I took my raggedy car and I put it on the back of that U-Haul and I left and I never looked back, right? So when I got to Maryland, I met a friend of mine who I knew had a lot of money. And I said, listen, I just moved here from Virginia. I need $800. My credit score was in the low 500s. Not now, but back then it was. And it was in the low 500s. And I asked a friend of mine, I said, I need $800 to move into my own place. And I had met this man maybe like 2 days prior. And he said, meet me here tomorrow. And this man gave me $800.
Wow.
$800. True story. And I went to the apartment complex with my bad credit, and I slept on the floor. I had a mattress in the floor. And let me tell you something. When I tell you I was at peace and I was happy and hungry, but when I tell you I was at peace with myself because I was proud of myself for leaving that because I knew my self-worth. I knew myself. I knew I was better than that. And I left.
Yeah.
And so, make a long story short, I started working 100% commission because that's the only way I will work. And I saved $37,000 of my own money.
Wow.
It took me a year, and I saved 37 grand by myself. And I bought my first home at the age of 40.
Wow. Very impressive.
And I say that to say, sometimes God will put you in a situation, and sometimes he won't show up until you figure it out. And then when you figure it out, he'll show up because he knew I can get through this on my own. And then when I got through it on my own, guess what? I was okay. And I was okay with me living in my 1-bedroom apartment with my mattress on the floor. And it was okay because I was at peace. And sometimes so many women are broken and they don't know when to leave. They don't know when to get out because it's dysfunctional. Because some people, and I'm going to say this, some people, men and women, are so accustomed to failure, they have no idea what success looks like.
Yeah.
They're so dysfunctional and they're so messed up and they don't know what success look like. So when you try to approach them with something great, they run, they fear. It's like, that's why I surround myself with winners and not losers. And I say that to say I came from $400 and a 500 something credit score to having my own home with a 780 credit score on my own. That's why.
You have so much strength, and I know there's probably even more stories in there that have made you the phenomenal woman you are today. Thank you for being open and sharing. There are so many women, like you said, that will stay in a relationship because it's comfortable and it's easy. It's not happy, but they do it because of that fear, and hopefully you inspire somebody to realize that there's better on the other side.
It was tough, but you got to push through. Like, you can't give up. You just got to keep going.
I feel like you are a modern day Serenity Prayer. Like, I'm listening to you, I'm like, yes, she's just everything about like serenity now, and the beauty of being able to see the difference between everything, the good and the bad. Yeah. And I'm just so grateful to have virtually met you tonight. You are a true blessing.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
We're so touched by your story, and I know that all of our listeners and our viewers are going to feel the same way. I mean, you have given hope, so much hope, to people who are struggling out there and who just want to throw the towel in. Please don't. I mean, thank you. I mean, I can't say it enough for your vulnerability. And we wrap up every show with a quote, and we picked this out for you, and I think that it fits pretty well with what you just said. You must be the change you wish to see in the world, Gandhi. And I think that you are a shining example of that. Despite, everything that you've been through and your struggles, you have still risen up. So thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate that so much.
Absolutely. And we're going to share all of the ways to reach out to Belle in our blog and our Instagram story. You can join the party over at the Red Bra Project. And Belle, let our viewers know where they can find you as well.
Find me in heaven. No, I'm going. They can find me on Instagram.
Sense of humor. I mean, she's amazing.
They can find me on Instagram under T as in Tom, N like Nancy, ICK. So that's T Nick, TNICK 66 on Instagram. You can find me on Facebook, TRIBEL, Tribel. That's T as in Tom, R like Robert, I, B as in beautiful, E as in elegance, and L for love, Tribel Nickerson, NICKERSON on Facebook. You can also check me out on my website, www.lead, G as in gorgeous, RP, leadgroup.com, LEADGRP.com. You can also find me. I'm a travel agent of 30 years. I love it. Tribel Nickerson .intellitravel.com. That's INTELE travel.com. Tribel Nickerson .intellitravel.com. Thank you, ladies. Shout out. You know what? Shout out to the both of you for this. You guys are amazing. We need to do a girls trip.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, I need to call you for some travel.
Yes, 30 years we're doing it. I love what you ladies are doing. Thank you for having me. I appreciate this.
Absolutely. And thank you for the kind words and for being our guest. We're excited to now welcome you to our Red Bra community. And I mean, like I said, I can't
sparkles and bedazzled. And
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying, we've got the bejeweled one tonight.
Yes, exactly. with the diamonds on it.
Another red bra first, that bejeweled red bra.
Thank you, ladies. You're awesome. Any other questions? This has been great.
Oh, we could go on and on, but we're gonna leave it there. We're gonna follow up with you. I know that everybody's
Okay.
going to find. We're gonna, as we said, link everything so everyone can kind of reach out to you and follow you as well to get some more Belle in their life because it is so good.
And let them know the Women of Honor Awards, we are traveling. We are looking for some amazing ladies. And if you know some ladies that's been through something and they're giving back in the community, please reach out to me. Please reach out.
Definitely.
All
Thank
right,
you, lady.
everybody. Thank you all for joining us. For everyone tuning in tonight, if you're not already a subscriber, please, as I love how Shauna puts it, ring that bell up there and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Go out and find Belle, follow her, get some more Belle in your life. Join our party over on Instagram. And just like Belle joined us tonight, if you have a story that you want to come on board and share, we would love to hear from you. And if you think of somebody who you know would love to share their story with us, we're here. So please do reach out. All of the ways to contact us. One is linked on our YouTube page and on our Instagram page. So everybody, have a good night, ladies. Thank you.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you. Bye.
All right. Bye.